G'day. As a buyer's agent, I regularly get asked, what's the market doing? Seen any great buys lately? Seen any duds? And it's the duds I actually want to talk to you about today. In fact, to put it precisely, the most common things that I find that are wrong with a property when I go to inspect them. Probably the number one thing, and it does tick me off and I'm sure it ticks a lot of others off, is where the agent has used a wide angle lens and stretched the property as a result. These days, with professional photographers taking the majority of photos, it happens all too frequently. How many stoves out there look to be a 6-burner stove but they're really only a 4-burner? How often do you have a look and a room's probably 1 or 2 metres longer than it really is when you get there? So I've gotten quite smart at looking at these. For example, look at the bricks. You can have a look and see whether they look to be uniform size. Couches, TVs, see where the microwaves are stretched, whether the 4-burner stove is actually looking to be a 6-burner. That's probably the most common thing. I'm actually rarely surprised, however, when I come to a property. That's because I do a fair bit of research before I go there. I've got access to RP data, councils' websites, a variety of resources, and I would suggest all prospective buyers do some initial research so that they're not surprised when they get out to a property. This way, you won't be wasting your time. I would say I would view probably over 1,000 listings a week. I would look at maybe 200 of them. I'd research in detail maybe 30 or 40 of them and actually only inspect 4 or 5. That's because I can do a lot of research online and work out whether it's worth my while. If you can become proficient at that, then you will save yourself an awful lot of time. I'll give you one example. I'll give you one example where unfortunately I wasn't able to do this. The agent told me this particular property needed a lot of work. I inspected yesterday actually. It needed a lot of work, he said, and that's okay. I'm with the Reno Kings. We love work. I get out there and it's had termites, and he started to show me where. The termites had eaten out a hallway, a kitchen, the lounge room, front bedroom and sunroom. It was a 4-bed house, but probably half the house had been affected. Further, the termites had come in at one particular spot only, so they've come up that one spot and worked their way through the rest of the house. That means you're probably asking for a bit of trouble, especially given there were cavities. They're likely to be behind the asbestos and masonite sheeting that were there. Got to be careful. The agent could have saved himself a fair bit of time had he told me all this up front, but he didn't. He told me when I was on site, so I left there a little bit disappointed. But that's the breaks. I don't mind termites a lot of the time because in a lot of cases the damage is cosmetic, and termites often knock out the first home buyers and the beginners. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the way, because you can often repair termite damage quite quickly, easily and cheaply. Anyway, that's enough from me. Talk to you later.